Straight ahead on Newswatch 12 weekends, progress is continuing to be made in the fight against the pandemic. Now with a third vaccine, more hope is on the horizon. I'll explain. Plus, cold temperatures mixed with snow means hitting those ski trails. I'll have the details and more as your local news starts right now.
Your local news and weather from where you live. Newswatch 12 weekend starts now.
Good evening, I'm Rachel Eiler. We'll get to all that news in just a bit. But first, we had a full day of snow. It has stopped, but Andrew, it doesn't seem like we're out of the clear just yet.
Not yet, Rachel, exactly right. So while the most significant snowfall has passed on by, a little more is in store tonight, though not yet. So this will be coming well after midnight. Very light flurries coming on down. Though there are still concerns on those roadways. You'll notice those purplish areas are going to be slippery stretches in the North Woods, and those blues are still snow-covered roadways. And this is where we saw a lot of that snowfall piling on up today. So still icy and slippery out there. So definitely slow your roll as you're on your commute tonight. Though the good news is that we are clear for now, so visibility outlooks have never looked better this weekend. We did have some fog earlier on today and that wet, heavy snow. So right now visibility is as best as it's been, so good news there. And we did have high temperatures right around freezing today. That helped us out getting that wet, heavy snow. Though that's changing right now, we do have very cold temperatures on our way. Tonight we are crashing down to about 6 for our overnight lows. Right now hanging out just below 20. Back to you, Rachel.
Thank you, Andrew. Well, hopefully spring is right around the corner, coming soon, and it's just in time for the annual orchid competition. Starting tomorrow at 4th Floral in Rhinelander, the public will be allowed inside its tropical warm greenhouse to stop and smell the orchids, as well as vote for their favorite.
We started in the year 2000, and we could see that orchids were getting popular, and a lot of people had orchids that they like to show off, and so we started having people to bring their orchids in. It's usually at a really good time of year when people are sick of winter.
There are over 25,000 different types of orchids, but the type that people begin with is the moth orchid.
We have a little contest. We have ballots for the show favorite or prettiest color, so people that are coming to the orchid show have a little interaction too, and we give out prizes, and it's just fun.
The orchid show will begin March 1st tomorrow and last until March 6th, where people can view the different local orchids and even pick one up for themselves. Cross-country skiers hit the slopes this past week to test their endurance and their speed for the annual American Bike Birkbeer. Megan Mamlock caught up with a few of them and brings us the details.
Well over 100 competitors came out to Minocqua Winter Park to compete in the virtual Birkie this year, as they are one of the many virtual venue partners.
It's a cool event that started on Saturday and it's ending this Sunday. We got 3 races going on. We got the Prince Hoken, which is a 14K race, the Cordelope, which is 26K, and the Birkie, which is 43K.
The pandemic has made many outdoor competitions adjust to adhere to the safety guidelines or be canceled altogether.
Because of the pandemic, they wanted to make sure people who didn't feel comfortable going over there for health reasons or personal reasons still had a chance to experience the Birkie atmosphere.
Around the country, there are Birkie virtual venue partners such as Minocqua Winter Park, where people can compete in their virtual competition and upload their results using Garmin or Strava.
There's highlights on the Birkie Trail that everyone remembers, like a certain hill that's always really hard. Along our route, we have these spots out there. We're like, this is the power lines where people drum all the time in Haywards.
Many of the competitors appreciated the lengths the staff went through to try to make the trails resemble the original trails at Hayward.
The people here at Winter Park just did a phenomenal job with kind of recreating the environment and some of the signage and stuff along the trails. It was really therapeutic to be out there, and it really helped feel like I was actually at the Birkie.
In Minocqua, Megan Mamlock, Newswatch 12.
And those temperatures will be starting to warm soon. And with that, the Wisconsin DNR is reminding anglers that ice shanty removal dates are fast approaching. Permanent ice shanties must be taken off state waters by March 15th. However, there are earlier deadlines for inland and boundary waters. Wisconsin and Minnesota boundary waters must be removed by tomorrow, March 1st. Inland waters south of Highway 64 need removing by March 7th. Lake Michigan, Green Bay, Lake Superior, and inland waters north of Highway 64 164 removed by March 14th, and Wisconsin and Michigan boundary waters must be removed by March 15th. The DNR clarified that anglers can continue to use portable ice shanties after these dates, so long as they are removed from the ice when not actively in use and at the end of each day. Owners having difficulties removing their shanty should seek help from their local fishing club, vendors, and other anglers. The CDC reports more than 75 million doses of the coronavirus vaccine have been administered as of today. The CDC data shows that nearly 50 million Americans have now received at least one dose of the vaccine. Around 25 million people have now been vaccinated with both shots. Currently, 1.7 million vaccine doses are being given a day in the U.S. based on the 7-day average. Meanwhile, here in the Badger State, 1,625,875 doses of the coronavirus vaccine have been allocated to Wisconsin as of last Tuesday. DHS reports as of yesterday that 52.7% of Wisconsinites age 65 and up have received at least one dose of the vaccine so far. Meanwhile, 15.3% of all Wisconsin residents have received at least the first dose of vaccine. 8.1% has received both. As those vaccines continue to be distributed, COVID cases are holding steady. The Department of Health Services stated 464 more residents have tested positive for the disease today, bringing the 7-day average to 626 daily cases, a slight decrease from a week ago. For the third time this month, DHS is also reporting 0 new deaths. The U.S. is getting a third tool now to battle against the deadly COVID-19 pandemic. This afternoon, the Center for Disease Control and Prevention voted to recommend usage of Johnson & Johnson's vaccine for people who are at least 18 years old. John Lawrence reports.
A third coronavirus vaccine could become available in the U.S. within the next few days.
The vaccine is highly effective in preventing severe COVID-19.
This one from Johnson & Johnson only requires a single dose.
This is going to increase immediately by somewhere between 70 to 80% our ability to deliver new shots to people every week. It's a big, big deal.
Health experts say the J&J vaccine will help get the nation toward a return to normalcy.
For the most severe and critical disease, hospitalizations and deaths, the performance was just as good. This is an outstanding vaccine.
Data from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention shows just over 7.5% of the U.S. population is fully vaccinated, including Dr. Anthony Fauci, the director of the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases.
If I were not vaccinated now, and I had a choice of getting a J&J vaccine now or waiting for another vaccine, I would take whatever vaccine would be available to me.
But despite this process, health officials stress people still need to be cautious.
We're really right now in a race between variants and vaccines, and we have to do whatever we can to shut down this virus.
I'm John Lawrence reporting.
Johnson & Johnson says it has about 4 million vaccine doses available to ship right now, but says it doesn't expects to have roughly 20 million ready before April. Some of the best parts of a small town is the hidden gems that make it all come together. But what's even better? The community that forms around it. When we return, I'll tell you how this Anago gem brings the true meaning of community. Plus, Andrew Kiefer is measuring our snowfall. Plus, warmer temperatures are finally on the way after Monday. Andrew Kiefer is in next to tell us more right here on Newswatch 12 Weekends.
A nursing home promises to care for our parents as cherished loved ones. But if your parents have been injured in a nursing home, we can help. Habish, and Rotier. We fight for what's right.
Unleash the artistic superhero within. Join me for an oil painting class, birthday party, or even a private event. I welcome people of all skill levels and will teach and encourage you to create your own masterpiece. If you'd rather leave the painting to me, then stop in to buy nature-inspired canvases. Ask me about layaway and commissions. They will add beauty to your home and make perfect holiday gifts. Speaking of gifts, I have handmade scented candles, Bodeg Kids books, Lake Superior art, and so much more.
Mondays on Newswatch 12 today features Mugshot Monday, But what exactly is Mugshot Monday?
It starts with the opportunity to win a 12-ounce bag of coffee, with the coffee being sourced from in between the tropics across the world, then brought in here to Eagle River Roasters and roasted to perfection.
Have a good day. And with that, you'll also win an Eagle River Roasters coffee mug, perfect for that first cup of coffee with your favorite morning crew.
Join us on Monday mornings to see this week's winner.
Register online at WJFW.com.
Get a stylish solution for every room with window treatments and save with 11% off everything at Menards. Get window images, room darkening vinyl and aluminum blinds, faux wood blinds, and cellular shades trimmed to width for free, or order a custom style and size. From durable, economical options to stunning custom designs, you'll find the perfect window treatments to transform your space. Right now, all window treatments are 11% off at Menards. Get 11% off everything now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Dina Mia Pizza is a little piece of heaven, providing well-loved pizza in a small town since 1967. A fun atmosphere where customers and coworkers feel like family. Our pizza, pizza pockets, and spaghetti are all made with fresh, local ingredients.
Hello there, and thank you for joining us tonight. You may be a little bit tired after shoveling that snow today. It was a wet and heavy snow as temperatures were teetering right around freezing today, making for kind of a wintry mess. Though we did have quite a few inches in some areas come on down, so some areas saw next to nothing, while the Northwoods, we did see most of us getting snowfall, though some areas really did outperform others. Manitowish Waters with about 9 inches on the ground. So this is what that snowfall looked like. It was a very wet and heavy kind of snow. It was great packing snow. So if you were playing outside today, you definitely enjoyed that one. And snow is done for right now. So you'll notice we do have not too much going on the live radar, just some clouds moving on through, though we're not out of the woods yet. So we do have more snowfall on the way, just a very little bit. So I'm thinking even just trace amounts by the morning. So we're going to be seeing some cloud coverage come on through tonight. We did have kind of a breakup in those clouds as we headed into the evening, saw some sun. That was awesome. But now this morning, we are going to be seeing that little bit of cloud coverage to start off the day and a little bit of snow. So just very, very little coming down. It's really not going to slow your roll. It's going to be not even half an inch coming down. And then look at this. We clear on out for the rest of your Monday, and the rest of the week is going to be trending on the dry side. So here we go, looking at those future snowfall totals. After getting several inches today, we have just very minimal amounts coming on down just yet. So we'll call it just about a trace coming on down in the morning. And then we're dry. So like I said, we have some clouds right now, some clearing as well. The more are going to be coming on through tonight. Temperatures all around the area right around 20 degrees. So we're dropping about 10 degrees from our high today. And we're going to be dropping around another 15 tonight because there is some Arctic air that is just going to be scratching the surface at northern Wisconsin. That's going to cool us off for the next couple of days. So we have been having these temperatures in the 40s and 30s. It's been feeling so nice, though we're kind of having a bad breakup with winter time because we are going to be getting cold once again. Check this out. Tonight, we're dropping on down to the single digits. I'm thinking 5-6 degrees for our overnight lows. And on our Monday, we're only warming up to the upper teens. Not really many of us breaking into even 20 for our highs. So one cold day before we warm back up. So tomorrow night is also going to be just as cold, if not a little bit colder. But then as we head into Tuesday, check this out. We're back in the 30s and 20s across the area, so we're doing pretty well there. So here we go, looking at that outlook for the rest of the week. Monday, we're cold, and Tuesday through the rest of the week, feeling like spring once again with highs in the 40s to upper 30s all week long, well above average. And the fun does not stop there. So looking into the beginning of March, we're projecting to have a warmer than average trend getting into the month. So that's going to feel nice in addition to what we're feeling this week. So it'll be a pretty nice stretch into our spring. But for now, tonight, we are not out of the woods yet. We do have a cold burst coming on through for the next couple of days. So overnight lows tonight are going to be getting down to 6 degrees. That's going to be felt towards the morning hours. So really, as you're heading out the door on your Monday morning, it's going to be cold. And we could have a couple flurries coming on down, just the slightest amount at all. Most snowfall is done by now. So now looking at your Monday then, we have a few flurries wrapping on up for the morning hours, and then we'll see more sunshine throughout the day. High temperatures are going to struggle to break 20 degrees. I don't think we'll do it. It'll be that cold day, and then getting on down to almost 0 for your overnight lows. But then check this out. After that, your Northwoods Furniture and Mattress 7-day forecast is showing 40s as we head into the rest of the week. Some 30s as well ending the week, and it's going to be a dry forecast after we head through Monday morning. Your next snow chance coming our way not until Sunday. Back to you, Rachel.
Thank you, Drew. I'm sure we are all looking forward to those warm degrees coming up. But meanwhile, here in the Northwoods, the hidden gem is always something unique, and it always has a story behind it. We talked with one local ski area that truly defines the meaning behind community. Newswatch 12 Sierra Whaley has the story.
It's a special place.
Kettlebowl Ski Area in Anago has been operating without an owner for more than 60 years.
Kettlebowl started back in 1956. Our whole effort is to get people out, and especially young people, and get them to learn how to ski.
Unlike other ski areas in Wisconsin, Kettlebowl is volunteer run, meaning every trail groomed and concession sold comes from community efforts.
It was called Kettle Hole at that time.
Anago native Judy Peterson was introduced to the ski area back in the 1970s.
But the man that started it, the lady that he married from Anago, was a classmate and friend of my dad.
And that's when Peterson realized it was people like her who kept the chairlifts running.
The community volunteers just kept putting forth. The community people gave donations.
Keeping the ski area running all this time, even during the years Peterson wasn't around to help out.
My husband was in the Navy. We lived East Coast, West Coast, and when we finally moved back to Wisconsin, we lived in Stevens Point, and we ended up coming here.
Becoming such an integral part of the Hills operation that she's even developed a nickname for herself.
People got used to seeing me, I guess, and so now I'm the Kettlebowl lady.
And while Peterson may never know who her next volunteer will be or where the next set of funds will come from, she stays inspired because the community has never let Kettlebowl down.
I don't know of any other place around that has something like this, and it's we keep going every year.
In Anago, Sierra Whaley, Newswatch 12.
Three Lakes basketball stunned the state on Thursday, and they did so behind a record performance.
Yeah, that's right, Rachel. After the break, I'll tell you what that is. Plus, we'll check in with the Bucks and their current winning streak. Stay tuned.
I think my teachers are really awesome. They're just so nice and willing to help with anything we need.
What I think everybody should know about the RVA is that it's not what you might think of as a typical homeschooling experience. It's very challenging.
Most people think that you don't get to talk to people if you're homeschooled, but it's the opposite of that.
It's flexible, but it offers each kid a chance to excel in subjects that they're good in, and it gives them extra support in the subjects that they need help in.
The RVA has changed my life by helping me prepare for college and encourage me to plan ahead for life.
It's a fact. We use our internet and TV more than ever, with most of us spending nearly 7 hours a day online. So it's no wonder thousands of families are switching to Spectrum, because most families have up to 8 connected devices, which means they need even more speed. Switch to Spectrum Internet and get the fastest starting speeds for the price. 200 megabits for just $44.99 a month, with a free modem and free security suite included. Call 833-546-4499. When it comes to TV, we're watching more than ever. In fact, 80% of us watch TV every day. Spectrum TV lets you catch all your favorite sports, news, and more live. Plus, download the free Spectrum TV app and watch on your devices. Switch to Spectrum TV from $44.99 a month. Call 833-546-4499. The fact is, Spectrum has the best services at the best price. Switch to Spectrum Internet and TV from $44.99 a month each with no contracts. We'll even buy out your current contract. Call 833-546-4499.
Featherstone, unmistakably Featherstone, far from ordinary, right at home. You have dreams, make them reality. Featherstone,
Newswatch 12 starts now.
So Three Lakes girls basketball shocked the state last week. They took down juggernaut Blackhawk, snapping their 75-game winning streak and advancing to the Division V title game. The Blue Jays arguably played their best game of the year in that semifinal, and Sydney Lurvy was a huge reason for the win. And it was announced on Saturday night that Lurvy also made some history in that very game. The Blue Jay sharpshooter knocked down 6 3-pointers. That's a new record in Division V state games. And if you've watched Three Lakes all year, this shouldn't come as a surprise. According to WIS Sports, Lurvy averaged 14 points a game. She made 63 pointers all year long, shooting 33% from behind the arc. Though they did not end up winning a state title, at least they came home with a silver ball and a new record. So the girls' basketball season is officially over, but the boys, on the other hand, will have battles for state this upcoming weekend. The only team from our viewing area that made it to the big dance is Edgar. The Wildcats defeated Clear Lake 74-60 on Saturday to punch their ticket, and today it was announced who they'll play. Edgar will take on Lourdes Academy this upcoming Friday at 12:25 in La Crosse. These two teams are very evenly matched. They both won 23 games this year. I don't want to get ahead of myself, but if they do win, they'll have to take on either the Prairie School or Onalaska Luther. The boys tournament will work the same way that the girls did, where if the Wildcats do win, they'll have to ready up for a game later in the day for a D4 championship. But of course, first things first, they have to beat Lourdes Academy. Wisconsin sadly does not have an NHL team, but we've got some NHL talent at the collegiate level, and we'll take that for now. Cole and Brock Caulfield have put together incredible seasons for the Wisconsin men's hockey team. Brock has tallied 16 points for the Badgers, while Cole has a team-high 42 on the season. By the way, that's also best in the country. Cole was also a member of this year's World Juniors team that captured gold in Edmonton. The Badgers will play 2 more games next weekend before the Big Ten Conference's tournament. Here's hoping the Stevens Point natives can bring home the program's 7th national title. From a couple of stars on the ice to a star on the hardwood, Giannis Antetokounmpo is putting together a ridiculous stretch over the last couple of games, and he'll look to keep doing it against a tough Western Conference opponent. The Clippers making the trip to the Pfizer Forum can't wait to see fans in the Deer District again. You know they'd be going crazy for this guy. Giannis finishing the alley-oop from Chris Middleton. Bucks with the early lead. The Clippers kept sticking around. A kick out to Paul George. He's going to knock down the corner 3. That gives LA the lead. But let's jump to the end of this ball game. Bucks up 1, and Greek Airlines, you're cleared for liftoff. Giannis slams it home to ice the game. He had 36 points, and the Bucks win their 5th in a row, 105-100, the final. So today we got almost 3 inches of snow, and in Glendale, Arizona, it was in the 60s all day. Yeah, I am pretty jealous, but baseball is finally back for the Brewers, and here we go. Brewers and White Sox to open spring training. Why waste any time? Top of the first, and Keston Hiura already in midseason form. A 3-run homer to give the Crew the lead, but they weren't done with the long ball yet. 4th inning, Tyrone Taylor gets his arm extended. That's a solo home run, and the Brewers extend the lead to 2. But wait, we've got more. Avisail Garcia joins the fun. A bomb to center field. It's now 5-2 Milwaukee. And hey, you're in Arizona. Why not go golfing, right? Kyle Cousins goes down and drills this ball to right. A 2-run shot. And the games don't matter, but hey, we'll take the win. Brewers get the dub 7-2. What a way to start, huh, Rachel?
Definitely a great start to the season. Looking forward to what they have in store for us. Meanwhile, back on the news side tonight, the country has a third weapon to battle the COVID-19 pandemic as the U.S. death toll approaches 515,000. Meanwhile, a showdown headed to the Senate floor as President Biden pushes the Senate to swiftly pass the COVID-19 rescue package. I'll break it down after the break.
Relax. breathe. Put your mind at ease. Sundara is your premier relaxation destination. Discover tranquil signature pools, guided wellness classes, and world-class cuisine. Spacious and secluded suites designed to restore your mind, body, and soul, and the atmosphere you need to truly unwind. Plan your relaxing destination spa getaway today at sundaraspa.com. Sundara Inn & Spa. Energize your soul.
Olson Solar Energy wants you to know that there's a lot to consider when you think about solar energy. Consider a lower or no energy bill. There's a federal tax credit as well as other rebates and incentives to consider. You may not have considered that a solar energy system increases property value without increasing property taxes and works for homes and businesses. Isn't it time to consider a free evaluation? Call 579-0474 or go to olsonsolarenergy.com.
Hello, Mosinee. Hello, Schofield. Hello, Wausau. Hello, Marathon County. Welcome to Ultracom, Marathon County. Stop into our new location in Target Plaza in Weston. We're your authorized U.S. cellular agent, offering superior customer service, plans that are fair, and a wide selection of phones to match your needs and budget. Marathon County, we'd love to meet you, because at Ultracom, it all begins with you.
My name is Sheldon. I'm from Wausau. I went to the doctor and I was diagnosed with a deteriorating spine. And finally, I couldn't hardly function no more. So I'm sitting and watching TV and I see Dr. Justin Sherrick come on there. I got right in the car and drove right down to his office. I started treatment that very same day. And that brings us here today. I'm totally pain-free. Can't thank the doctor enough.
Are you suffering with back or neck pain and considering the possibility of surgery? At the Spinal Aid Center of Wausau, we incorporate the latest technologies, including high-intensity laser therapy that provides the highest success rates in helping people just like you avoid back and neck surgery. With our treatments, there are no drugs and no surgery, just relief. Call today for a free spinal disc severity consultation and see if our treatments are right for you. Call 715-203-4392 or visit us at spinalaid.com. Start living your life pain-free.
Johnson & Johnson says it's ready to roll out 3 to 4 million vaccines this week after the FDA authorized use of its one-dose shot. While one dose may appeal to many, health officials are urging Americans to get any vaccine they can.
All three of them are really quite good, and people should take the one that's most available to them.
Good news on the vaccine front as President Biden pushes the Senate to pass his $1.9 trillion COVID rescue package.
By the middle of March, 11 million Americans will lose unemployment insurance, so we need to move quickly and rapidly.
The White House says it's willing to negotiate with Senate Republicans, who overwhelmingly oppose what they say is a totally partisan bill.
They put forward a package which reflects the interest of the Democratic constituencies that elected the president.
The bill provides billions for reopening schools, stimulus checks, small businesses, and vaccine production. No House Republican voted for it.
It's become a Trump party. It's not a party of reason.
Former President Trump made his first major speech since leaving office at the annual CPAC conference Sunday, hinting he'll run again in 2024.
We began it together 4 years ago, and it is far from being over.
Meanwhile, President Biden says he will make a major announcement on Saudi Arabia Monday after a U.S. intelligence report found Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman approved the killing of journalist and U.S. President Jamal Khashoggi. Jennifer Johnson, NBC News, Washington.
Have you ever looked up how much of an appliance is made in the U.S.? At Maher Water Corporation, we use systems that are 90% made in the U.S. In fact, over 80% of the unit is made right here in the Midwest, and 75% of the entire unit is made right here in our beautiful state of Wisconsin. Combining the local made product with a local family company means money spent here stays here. So call us today to meet our Wisconsin-made family.
Snowbelt Fireplaces Stevens Point showroom has over 100 stoves, fireplaces, and inserts on display.
You choose the look you want and the features you need. Its perfect combination of flames, illuminated LED embers, accent lighting, realistic logs, and anti-reflective glass create a mesmerizing fire and glow. Heat and Glow. No one builds a better fire.
My name's Arthur, Merrill, Wisconsin. In August of 2019, I started getting numbness in my feet. By July of 2020, my feet were so numb, I lost a sense of balance. I thought I was walking on stilts. I seen this ad for spinal aid. I took 20 treatments from them, and by then my feet were 90% better and no longer felt as I was walking on stilts.
Are you experiencing weakness, numbness, and/or pain in your feet or hands? These sensations might even be affecting other areas of your body along with your balance. You might have already been diagnosed with peripheral neuropathy and are taking drugs such as LYRICA, GABAPENTIN, or CYMBALTA that never seems to help. Neuropathy pain ultimately diminishes your quality of life. Call Spinal Aid of Wausau today to see if our treatment methods are right for you. Call 715-203-1508 to schedule your neuropathy severity consultation or visit us at spinalaid.com.
Everybody loves popcorn and puffs, so Newswatch 12 and Minocqua Popcorn and Puffs want to help you celebrate by sending tasty birthday treats.
If you want your chance to win a gourmet bucket of popcorn for your loved one, make sure to submit your entry to our birthday club at www.com.
One lucky viewer will win a free half-gallon bucket of Minocqua popcorn.
Hi, I'm Justin with Miracle of Wausau. If you're struggling to hear your favorite news or entertainment shows, stop in and see me for a free hearing test.
Welcome back. Well, we're almost out of time, but let's take a look at our final weather forecast. We had some snow today, cold temperatures. Looks like it's going to be cold tomorrow, but hopefully spring is on our way, Andrew.
That's right, Rachel. So here's the lowdown. So tomorrow morning, we're going to wake up having just an additional very light dusting of snow on the ground, not even half an inch. So we'll call it maybe just a trace by the time that we hit breakfast time on your Monday morning. Otherwise, we're dry. So right now, looking outside, we do have kind of partly cloudy skies, more clouds building tonight. Temperatures right now hanging out right around 20 across the area. These are going to be crashing on down tonight, going to about 6 degrees through your overnight tonight. So we'll be getting into your Monday high temperature. Only making it to the teens. So we do have one cold day in your forecast, not even breaking 20 in most areas. And then we're going to be back to getting into warmer temperatures. We'll start to be feeling temperatures getting back into the 20s and 30s throughout the rest of your week. So here's that final look at your Northwoods Furniture and Mattress 7-day forecast. We have just that very little bit of snow coming our way on Monday, very early hours in the morning. And then after that, we'll be seeing more sun. And that sun is going to continue throughout the rest of the week as well. We do have a very slight snow chance coming our way on Sunday. Otherwise, it's a pretty mild forecast. It'll be not too bad, and temperatures very enjoyable for the rest of the week.
Well, thank you, Andrew. A lot of back and forth, but everybody don't fret. Spring is coming to us, we promise. Well, that's it for your news around the Northwoods. I'm Rachel Eiler. Have a great night.